From tales of Dracula to fairy tale castles built deep in the mountains, Europe's folklore is incredibly rich, and sometimes it is not only limited to children's books and legends. Welcome back to the Travel Tribe. Come along as we journey through Europe's magical castles. Some of these incredible constructions have a rich history behind them, while some have an aura of sheer magic surrounding them. From Spain to Romania to Germany, these castles are something straight out of a fairy tale. Alcazar of Segovia, Spain. Segovia, Spain, is home to a fortified palace known as the Alcazar. Its pointed towers and massive walls have earned it a reputation as one of the most impressive examples of medieval architecture in the history of Europe. The Arab monarchs of Toledo built the Alcazar as a stronghold in the 12th century. King Alfonso VIII and King Alfonso X, among others, expanded and remodeled the original construction over the ages to create a royal residence whose grandeur resonates across Spain. The palace's distinct style is a synthesis of several different architectural traditions, most notably Gothic, Romanesque, and Mudéjar, which is distinguished by its use of brick and elaborate plasterwork. The towers, battlements, and windows on the exterior are just as eye-catching as the ornate stucco work, tapestries, and furnishings from several eras that adorn the interior. The frescoes in the Hall of Kings, which portray all the rulers of Castile up to King Philip II, make it one of the most spectacular chambers in the palace. The Tower of John II is another popular attraction due to the breathtaking views it provides of the surrounding area. Alcazar's long and storied past is also connected with some pivotal moments in Spain's past. It was the royal house of King Ferdinand II and Queen Isabella I who provided funding for Christopher Columbus's travels to the New World, and it hosted their wedding throughout the Middle Ages. It served as a prison in the 16th century and a military academy during the Spanish Civil War. Today, the Alcazar of Segovia is a popular tourist attraction and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visitors can take use of audio guides and guided tours as they explore its numerous rooms and towers, marvel at its spectacular architecture and art, and learn about its interesting history. Mosna Castle, Poland. Located in the Opole Voivodeship in southwestern Poland lies the historic site that is Mosna Castle. One of the most beautiful castles in Poland, it is a site thousands of visitors flock to every year. The castle's Baroque foundations date back to the 17th century, but it was extensively renovated and enlarged into a neo-Gothic masterpiece in the 19th. Several artistic embellishments, including gargoyles, sculptures, and stained glass windows, have been added to the castle's existing 99 towers and turret, further adding to its mysterious allure. The castle's interior features a number of elaborately adorned rooms and halls, each of which was decorated in a distinct style at different eras in the castle's history. The Knight's Hall, which has a beautiful coffered ceiling and ornate wood carvings, is one of the most magnificent rooms. The Marble Room, the China Room, and the Hunting Room are also noteworthy, as they include elaborate decor including murals, paintings, and antique furniture. Several unique trees and flora can be found in the gardens and parkland that surround the castle. The moat around the castle is a great place to see the structure up close, as are the various towers and turrets. In addition to its architectural and natural beauty, Mosna Castle is also famous for one of the biggest mysteries of all time, its alleged connection to the Holy Grail. Duke Constantine von Mosna, the castle's alleged founder, was supposedly a member of a secret society that hid the Holy Grail on the castle grounds. Treasure hunters persist in their quests for the enigmatic relic to this day. Chateau de Chambord, France. France's Chateau de Chambord is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the Loire Valley. Since its designation as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, this massive chateau has become a symbol that represents the region far beyond its horizons. The chateau's construction began in 1519 and spanned several decades, during which time numerous architects and designers left their marks on the structure. The unique style of the chateau is a fusion of French Renaissance and classical Italian design. Leonardo da Vinci, who was at the time residing in the adjacent town of Amboise, is credited with designing the building's most famous feature, the double spiral staircase. Towers, turrets, and decorative elements like statues and carvings give the chateau an air of opulence and beauty. A huge park with gardens, trees, and a lake surrounds it, as does a moat. Over the centuries, the chateau has been the site of many significant events, including the signing of the Edict of Nantes in 1598, which granted religious toleration to French Protestants. It has also been the residence of various French kings and nobles throughout history. Today, tourists from all over the world travel to Chateau de Chambord to take in the palace's stunning architecture and explore its rich history. It also serves as a cultural hub, playing host to many different shows and performances throughout the year. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. The Bavarian Alps of Germany are home to Neuschwanstein Castle, a palace built in the 19th century. The castle, which was commissioned by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, is widely considered to be one of the most iconic and beautiful castles in the world due to its romantic interpretation of medieval architecture. Work on the castle began in 1869 and continued until 1886, with certain interior decorations still unfinished at the time of the king's death. The king only spent 170 brief days in the castle before his unexpected passing. Needless to say, he would have been incredibly proud of what he left behind. The castle of Neuschwanstein was constructed on a magnificent mountaintop, with breathtaking views of a valley below and the surrounding mountains in the distance. Its high towers, pointed arches, and blending of Romanesque and Gothic forms are all reminiscent of medieval castles. There are several one-of-a-kind design aspects in the castle, such as the detailed wood carvings, murals illustrating stories from Germanic mythology, and the use of brilliant colors that make it look like something straight out of a Disney film. Grand halls, rich woodwork, and artistic decorations fill the interior of Neuschwanstein Castle, making it just as magnificent as the outside. The throne room, which features vibrant murals depicting scenes from Wagner's operas, is the most impressive part of the castle. Another notable room is the Singers' Hall, which is a large hall used for musical performances and features a stunning 15-meter-high chandelier. King Ludwig II's connection to the magnificent Neuschwanstein Castle has contributed greatly to its fame. Ludwig was a patron of the arts and spent much of his fortune on the castle's construction, causing him to fall into financial ruin. He was eventually declared mentally ill and removed from the throne, dying under mysterious circumstances shortly thereafter. Today, Neuschwanstein Castle is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Germany, drawing over 1.5 million visitors each year. Bran Castle, Romania. Bran Castle, located near the city of Brasov in Romania, is a medieval fortress that has become famous as the supposed inspiration for the Dracula myth. The castle, which is also known as Dracula's Castle, sits atop a hill overlooking the surrounding countryside and is surrounded by dark, forested hills and looming mountains. The Teutonic Knights, a Germanic order of knights that played a major part in the colonization of Eastern Europe in the Middle Ages, originally constructed the castle in the 14th century. The fortress was owned by the Teutonic Knights, then the Hungarian kings, and finally several different Romanian rulers over the course of several centuries. Bran Castle was home to many illustrious people, including Vlad Tepes, the Romanian prince that was dubbed Dracula. Although there is no evidence that Vlad ever actually lived in the castle, it is widely believed to have been one of his favorite places, and it has become closely associated with his legend. The Gothic influence on the castle can be seen in its high walls, slim towers, and maze-like layout of courtyards and rooms. Many rooms in the castle are open to visitors, and each one is decorated with authentic pieces of furniture, weapons, and artwork from the time period they represent. A museum devoted to local history and Dracula mythology is also found within the castle's walls. Bran Castle's keepers certainly don't shy away from its reputation. Over the past few years, Bran Castle has exploded in popularity as a tourist attraction for people from all over the world interested in the legend of Dracula. Despite the fact that the link between the castle and Vlad Tepes is flimsy at best, most visitors believe that it is well worth the trip to see the castle for its beauty and rich history. So, which castle did you like the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the Travel Tribe for more. Until next time, happy travels!